do today. I'll go ahead and I'll take that. If you guys could go ahead and please leave the store, we'd really appreciate it.
Wait, so why do you have to leave the store?
Because we're just refusing service. We don't have to have a reason.
I think you should have a reason for kicking us out of the store. We're just shopping here. What is your reason?
To be quite completely honest with you, I don't have to have a reason. I'm just letting you guys know.
So are you going to kick everyone else out of the store too?
It's funny.
If we have the right to refuse service to anybody, so I'm having the right to refuse service to you guys. I don't have to have a reason. So that is my reason. So I'm just asking you guys to please leave the store today.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's really happening.
So you've seen us steal before? Is that what you're saying?
Nobody said that at all.
That's what he said. That we're repeat shoplifters here.
We've seen you in here before. I didn't.
I have not been here.
So
I haven't been here in. I
don't even know last time.
To be honest with you guys, we've seen you in here plenty of times before.
Us too.
Yeah, we've seen people.
Do you have
here.
like a picture? Because it's not us.
I don't need to show you guys. I'm refusing service to you guys today. I've asked you guys to please leave the store. I don't need you guys to get violent or anything like that.
Violent?
You guys are.
Let's go. Let's go.
If you guys, hold on. If you guys want, I'll talk to you guys outside.
How are we getting violent?
Violent. It's crazy. I can't believe this is actually happening.
And to that ex-employee at H&M who discriminated against them two little black girls, listen, I got 4 letters for you. FAFO, and that's exactly what you did. And listen, I'm glad those girls got an attorney, because had that would have happened to me, listen, they would have had to change H&M to M&M, and it would have stand for me and mine, because everything in that store would have belonged to me. And then had the nerve to tell them that she don't want them to get violent. Listen. You don't want to get it violent? See, that's giving me every reason to knock every single thing in this store over. Listen, I'm glad they handled it with much grace and much class, as they should, okay? Because I hope they get their coins. But listen, what's confusing to me is H&M released a statement and said that it happened in last year of 2024. Listen, I don't care when it happened, okay? It popped up on my FYP today, okay? And I'm glad that it popped up on my FYP, because we really need to start putting these stores at the forefront, okay? When they be showing who they really are. And all y'all employees. And H&M, do we need to put y'all on the same list as Target? Because, you know, ain't nothing to it but to do it, okay? Ain't nothing to it.
Those 2 girls that got kicked out of H&M for no good reason, because that's what the manager said. No reason. Their parents raised them well. Because the moment that lady said, I don't need you getting violent, that's when violence would have ensued. My emotions would have came over. Now, what they should have done when they walked out was knock down all those raggedy clothes that H&M sells. And that would have been fine. But you know what? They were raised well. And I like how they handled it. But also, those girls never stole before. And you know how I know? I worked in retail for 10 years. If they stole before, the lead security would have came out, apprehended them, and showed them recordings and pictures of them stealing. But guess what? They didn't have that because they never stole. So why in 2025 would you feel comfortable enough to throw some girls out of your store that were never a threat, a harm, anything like that? That's crazy. And then I bet she didn't think she was going to go viral, dummy. But I can't wait till they get their lawsuit money. It's about to be real up for them. Whole life is about to be set. Not gonna hold you.
Let's talk about what just went down at the H&M store, because this situation right here is the light definition of everyday racism. 2 black girls walked into an H&M store like any regular customer, minding their own business, probably about to shop. But instead of being welcomed like everyone else, they were targeted. A white female employee not only refused to serve them, she actually asked them to leave the store. And when they asked why, she gave the most arrogant response: I don't have to give you any reason. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, my name is Rosemary. Kindly consider subscribing to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Before we get to the video, let me play a few clips on the same, and I'll be back with my commentary. All credit goes to the original creators of these videos.
And this message is for the nasty fat white manager that work at H&M that it's at one of them 2 girls out in the motherfucking store. Bitch, you know damn well you ain't never seen them hoes before. And that ugly ass motherfucking security guard that was at the front. How the fuck y'all telling these girls they can't come in the store? Please show me. They was being polite as fuck. Like, that is so, I do not be liking sometimes. Like, please, why? Baby, I'm shopping just like everybody else. If it was me, I literally would have took it to the extreme just like them, because who, when, where, what, why? Like, what are we talking about? Talking about some cause I can. Just if I feel like it. Like, baby, that's discrimination. And with these new little DEI, DIE, D whatever, diddly doody dumb, like, this shit is stupid. And then when she asked, have you seen us steal before? You talking about, that's not what I said. So why can't I be here? Exactly. No answer. And then for you to keep sitting here and proceeding to say that I don't have to give you an answer, I don't have to give you an answer, baby. Yes, you do. Like, what do you mean I'm not going to be able to, I came here, what if I came here for here and this is all I'm coming here for? Baby, I would have sued the fuck out of that store because who are y'all playing with?
I don't even know the last time I've been here.
Honestly, you guys, we've seen you in here plenty of times before.
Us too.
Yeah, I've seen people.
Do you have like a picture? Because it's not us.
I don't need to show you guys. I'm refusing service to you guys today. I've asked you guys to please leave the store. I don't need you guys to get violent or anything.
Imagine losing your job in this recession. Okay, it doesn't even matter because H&M replied. Now, H&M posted this comment and pinned it like that was an official statement, but whatever. They say, we take the incident from February of last year at our Albuquerque store very seriously. Following the incident, we immediately acted according to our strict guidelines. The employee in question is no longer employed by H&M, and we extend a sincere apology to the affected customers. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this incident is recent or from last year, but according to H&M, this happened February of last year. But even in the caption, the girls say, me and my sister getting profiled and kicked out of H&M and accused of stealing before. Now, the two young ladies also posted this and said, thank you guys so much for all your support. We want to answer everyone's questions, but at this time, our attorney advised us to not comment. Now, I don't know when this actually occurred because H&M's statement is kind of confusing. But regardless of that, it doesn't matter what timeline we're on. I'm glad they fired that employee.
Now, hold up. That already sounds racism, but it gets worse. Apparently, she then accused them of stealing, even though they had just gotten there. These girls were not even in the store long enough to do anything, but suddenly they were being treated like criminals. That's not just unfair, it's racial profiling in full effect. That woman saw their skin color and made a snap judgment. No evidence, no behavior, just assumptions rooted in bias. Let's call this what it is, racism, plain and simple, because there is no way two white women walking into the same store would be treated the same way. They wouldn't have been accused of stealing just for being present. They wouldn't have been kicked out without any explanation. That kind of treatment is reserved for black folks, especially black women who are constantly fighting to be treated with basic respect in public spaces. And here's the thing that burns even more, the way that Ebroy feels so comfortable doing it, like she really believed she had the authority and the right to put them out without any justification. That's what white privilege looks like in action. She didn't even try to come up with a store policy, excuse or pretend there was a misunderstanding. She just said what she said and stood by it until it all blew up. Now, H&M store did fire the Ebroy, and yes, that was the right thing to do, but let's not get it twisted. This doesn't mean that they are off the hook. Firing one person does not undo the damage done. It doesn't erase how those two girls were humiliated. It doesn't fix the deep-rooted culture that allows this kind of discrimination to happen in the first place, because this is not just one bad apple. This is part of a system where black people are treated like suspects by default. Think about it. Those girls had barely been in the store, and yet somehow they are accused of theft. That shows you how fast the stereotype kicks in. It wasn't about their behavior, it was about how they looked, and the fact that they had to defend themselves, explain that they hadn't even been there for long, shows just how tired and unfair this whole situation really is. Why do black folks constantly have to prove innocence for crimes they didn't commit just to go for shopping? And let's be honest, this is not the first time we have heard a story like this involving H&M. The brand already has a history of racially insensitive moments. So now the question becomes, what are they doing different? What changes are they making to ensure their stores are safe and welcoming for everyone, not just white shoppers? Because if your staff feels bold enough to target black customers on camera, that means the culture behind the scenes is broken. It means there's a level of tolerance for this behavior that needs to be rooted out from the top down. So to H&M, firing her was a start, but what now? Are your employees being trained to understand racial bias? Are you listening to black customers when they say they feel unsafe or unwelcome? Are you putting systems in place to stop this from happening again? Or are you just waiting for the headlines to fade? This kind of injustice is exactly why black folks have to keep calling it out, because silence won't protect them. Silence won't fix racism. Speaking up, sharing these stories, putting the spotlight on this discrimination, that's how to make change. That's how to hold people accountable. That's how to remind businesses you can't keep disrespecting black people and expect them to keep spending money with you. This is bigger than one store, one employee, or one final video. It's about a pattern, a cycle that needs to be broken. And it starts by demanding better treatment, better hiring, better training, and better accountability. Because black people are not a threat, they are not a problem, they are customers, they are a community, they are people. And they will not tolerate being treated like anything less. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.